Hello, I'm Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday morning sermon recap for June 13th, 2022. Here we go. This week we looked at John chapter 16, verses 12 through 15. In this passage, Jesus tells the disciples that there is much he could not tell them, but that they would not be left alone to figure it all out for themselves. One of the ways we see this is in the fact that the Holy Spirit will reveal the revelation over time. This is a good thing because when we look at the fullness of the knowledge of faith, it can be a lot to take in over a short period of time. And the gradual approach is helpful to fully grasp what's going on by giving the basic understanding of faith and then building upon a strong base. And the gradual approach really does help. And this comes about in large part because of what is being revealed. This is God. God's revelation will reveal the complete truth to the faithful. Sometimes people have a hard time accepting the truth, but we're looking at God's truth, a divine truth. This is something that probably should be slowly revealed to people so they can grasp and understand what it is and not be terrified or overwhelmed by it or try so hard to rationally make sense of it that they lose their faith. And really, this is a recognition that there is a limit to what we can understand. I think Jesus fully understood that the disciples weren't going to get it the first time every time, and that many of them would be better served by having it slowly given to them. But it's important to remember that this is all coming from God. This truth will come from God. It's not something that we create or take on our own. And this actually really is a good thing. It really is a good thing that we're getting the divine truth and we've worked to understand it, because sometimes our priorities are out of whack. And when it comes to our faith, it's not just about knowledge, but it's also the significance. Why is it important? Why does God want it this way? And God will help us to understand the significance of the information. And that is really what the good news is in all of this. The Spirit will guide us through all of this, through all the challenges of studying the faith to understanding how to apply it in our lives and as God's truth and revelation is revealed. The Holy Spirit will guide us through it, so not only do we know, but we will understand and believe. So that's your recap for this week. Remember, we worship at 8:45 at East Salem, 10:15 at Otterbein, and we live stream that East Salem service at 8:45 on the East Salem UMC Facebook page. But until next Sunday, I'm Pastor Dave, and I hope to see you in the pews.